we're back on the road again. We stayed in some city in Tennessee. I'm not sure which city it was, but it was not Knoxville, where it was still about 20 miles from, or actually about 10 miles from Knoxville. I didn't record the room last night because once we got there, we just got everything together and pretty much went to bed, and then we ended up not really getting up this morning until the people at the front desk called us at around 11:55 and was like, hey, you gotta get up and leave, it's checkout time. We're like, oh shit, it's checkout time now and we're still asleep. So we got up, left a little later than we wanted to, but that's okay, I don't mind. I just want to get there and stop driving. Before we left the hotel, I actually went across the street. Rio got gas, and then I picked us both up some drinks for the road. And I was gonna buy some motor oil because mine's only about half full, but it's down to the half marker. So I was gonna put some oil in it, and they only had regular motor oil. They didn't have high mileage or anything like that, and that's why I needed the high mileage. So I'm going to be making multiple stops in the next few areas trying to find a place that sells motor oil. So I just spent about 20 minutes. Shut up, GPS. I spent about 20, 30 minutes. Oh shit, I'm not supposed to go that way. Why does nobody go that way? Oh, god damn it.
Recalculating. Drive 0.2 miles, then make a U-turn.
Of course, one time I told my GPS to shut up, and I ended up taking a turn, or going the wrong way that I was actually supposed to go to. Oh, hey, look. A hooker. 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 Bitch. Well, anyway,
when possible, make a U-turn.
I'm gonna make a U-turn. We just spent about 20 minutes looking for
Drive 0.3 miles, then turn left. When possible, make a U-turn.
We spent about 20 minutes looking for the gas, or...
Drive 0.3
Shut the
miles,
fuck up! Oh my god! Okay, can I talk now? Okay. Well, anyway, we just spent about 20 minutes looking for...
In 0.2 miles, turn left.
I hate my GPS. Okay, let's try this again. We just spent about 20 minutes looking for the motor oil that I was needing, which is Castrol high mileage. I think it's 10W40 or 10W30, 5W40,
turn left.
something like that. I'm not really sure exactly. But I just went to every gas station in this entire area, every little place I could stop at, and there was probably about 5 or 6 of them, and not a single one sold more than a very small selection of low mileage motor oil. And so now we're back on the road, getting back on the interstate, going east, northish, kind of, northeast, I guess it would be. I'm getting onto the I-40 right now, and we'll be taking this for a while until I can find the next city where I can stop at and hopefully buy
Continue 15 miles.
some motor oil. Wish me luck. We finally figured out where an auto part store is, so we're going there now. I took way too freaking long though, so we got set back on time quite a bit from that. But I needed oil for my car, so we're getting that finally, and then we'll be back on the road. I'm not sure what town we're in right now, but this is extremely busy for the size of a town that it appears to be, which I think it's probably a hell of a lot bigger than what it actually looks like. We're at AutoZone, so I'm going to go get my oil now. Okay, I finally got the motor oil that I needed. I definitely needed more motor oil. I pulled my cap off and it was kind of smoking a little bit underneath there, so I definitely got it in there at a good time. I mean, my oil's not bad or anything, it's just, I guess running so much is using up a lot quicker. I just hope I don't have an oil leak or anything like that. That would really suck. And we're making our way back to I-40 and we're going to be going east again. You know, it's kind of funny. I keep seeing road signs that say 55 miles an hour on this interstate, and there has been people passing me at a fairly fast rate constantly since I got on this road. So I have sped up to 65, and now they're not really passing me anymore. Well, they still kind of are. Those people are probably going 70 all the way on the far left lane. I'm not going to go that fast, because the way I figure it is, if somebody's going to get pulled over, it's going to be the group of people that's going the fastest, because the cop's going to get the biggest ticket, they're going to get the biggest amount of money from that ticket, and they're going to be able to fill the quota faster. So, as long as I stay below the typical speed that people are running, then I should be able to avoid getting a ticket. Hopefully. That's probably not a very good thing to live by, though. You know, I don't think I've ever really looked around a whole lot, but now that I realize it, Tennessee is probably one of the most hilly states I've ever been to. There are hills everywhere. The trees are actually really tall. There's hills and mountains everywhere. Well, just hills around here, but I know we're coming up to a mountain range pretty soon. I don't know if it's an actual mountain range or not, but I know it's a huge area of mountains that we have to drive through, so that's going to be a big up and down area, curves and all that. Tennessee is really very hilly. When I first came into Tennessee the first time, just driving through, when I thought of Tennessee, I was thinking something like Arizona. Not as hot or as desert-like, but just like kind of like a savanna, sort of. I mean, this state seems like it's completely opposite from that, actually. There's really a lot here. I didn't realize it till now, though. It's kind of strange seeing as how I've drove through Tennessee twice already. This will be my third time. I'm hungry, and I've got a few options right now. I've got 2 slices of pizza that we had from last night left over in a box in my car right now that's getting warm. I've got a box of Cheez-Its. Possibility of maybe stopping at a restaurant somewhere. I'd have to talk to Rio about that first, because she's the one that's handling the money. Because I'm not very good with money, so yeah, it's best that she just holds on to it. And then, other than that, I've got a puppy. Yay, puppy. You can't really see him, but there's a puppy. There's a puppy sleeping, but it's a freaking puppy. Yeah, we got a puppy. We got him when he was probably around 4 weeks old, I'm guessing. We had to bottle feed him for a couple weeks, but he's taken to solid food really well so far. And we're still giving him the soft food, but it's still solid food. We're giving him that, and we're still giving him the milk. That milk's giving him some hydration. He's doing really well, but I never realized how annoying puppies are until we got one. I mean, I seriously can't wait for this thing to grow up and be a lazy bum of a dog. Alright, so I went with the pizza. I've already taken a couple bites out of it because I was hungry. Sausage and pepperoni. It's pretty good. Me and Rio had to agree on what kind of pizza to get, since I don't like just plain cheese, and she doesn't like the supreme. We just went with basically a meat and cheese pizza, which is actually really good. So I'm gonna nom for a little while driving and stop somewhere eventually. You know, it's kind of awesome. My GPS says I have to turn in 1.2 miles. And I saw a sign that said that there is road work 2 miles ahead and that there was going to be a wait. So I'm getting off right before I actually have to...
1 mile, keep right.
I actually have to go through the road work. So I will be just barely avoiding road work and still staying on the road. I mean, I'm zoomed out really far, but you can kind of see it. My car is all tiny on there. It really sucks to be those people. It's been lined up ever since we left, or basically since that city that we left just a little while ago. It's been lightened up since there, on the other side, and our lane is moving just fine. Well, it turns out that in our rush to get out of, holy crap, we're in North Carolina. Okay, that's cool. We just entered North Carolina. Oh, it's a good time to start recording then. There's the sign for it. Well, anyway, in our rush to get out of the hotel this morning, since we ended up sleeping in too late, we forgot to feed the puppy. And so now I have to listen to him whine until we can get to somewhere to actually give him food that we can warm up. You know what's real nice? Is that finally, for once, I can roll down my window and I feel it roll down. Cool air. For once, cool air. It's not hot wind anymore. I'm getting really bored. We're in North Carolina, but we're still in the mountains, and not too long ago I saw a sign that said that it was going to be about 15 more miles till we're to the bottom of the mountain. Ooh, a tunnel. I found a tunnel. Yay, tunnels. Come on. Come on. Get closer. There we go. Yay, tunnels. Whee! Well, we're still in the mountains. We actually just stopped. We found a rest area on the mountains, so we decided to stop there. I actually didn't expect to find a rest area at all up here, but we did, so we stopped, used the bathroom, gave the puppy some food, and my pizza box is falling. We're getting towards the bottom of the mountain, I think. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. We'll be off these mountains and back onto the straight roads. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that we're getting really close to where we're needing to be at the bottom of the mountain, because we just passed a sign that said end truck lane restrictions or something like that. Basically the right lane was or the left lane was completely closed off to big trucks, and so we've been riding the left lane for about the past 15-20 miles. So I'm just gonna kind of keep going along and just stick around in the right lane. It won't be too much longer, and I'll have to get some gas. I'm still at over a quarter tank. I'm at like a quarter and a half, so I've got about 3/8 of a tank left, and we're just gonna keep driving. And once we end up getting to the next city, I'll end up filling up most likely. And holy crap, I just ran into a gas station. I didn't stop at it, but I could see the sign from the road, and it was like $3.39 a gallon. That's really expensive. I sure hope it's not like that once we get to where we're going. And I'm sure some of you are probably sitting there at home and are like, oh, that's not bad. That's really low. It's like $4.50 in my area. I'm like, yeah, okay, you have fun with that. Alright? I don't really care. I'm not trying to compare gas prices here with yours or anything. It's just like, that's high for what I'm used to. I'm used to seeing gas at like $3.17, $3.19 a gallon, not almost $3.50 and upwards to $4. Okay, so I take back what I said earlier. There's a sign for $3.41 a gallon, so that's more expensive. I'm trying to find a cheaper place to go to, not a more expensive place, and probably have to wait till I actually get to a city to do that. Which I've got plenty of gas to make it there, so I'm not really worried about it. And I was also wrong about another thing earlier. We are not even close to getting out of the mountains. Okay, maybe we are. I see something flat over there. And now it also turns out that flat area that I thought I saw wasn't actually very flat. It's pretty hilly. We'll be in Nashville in about 4 minutes, 4 miles. About 4 miles away from it. I'm going to try and get gas there if I can. Okay.
When possible, make a U-turn.
Okay, gas just keeps getting more and more expensive the farther I go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get gas here.
Recalculating. Drive 0.3 miles, then keep left.
Because now it's at $3.49 a gallon.
Recalculating.
Instead of...
Drive 0.3 miles, then turn left.
Like $3.20 I was hoping for. Well, we just got gas. Now we're driving again. Not much, just we're still in these hills, these mountain areas, so it's still real hilly and real windy. I think I'm going the right way. I'm not sure, but gas is somewhere in this area.
2 miles, turn left, then turn right.
And I'm sure once I find a gas station, I'll be able to actually use the bathroom there. They'll probably have a gas bathroom. If not, I can always go to McDonald's or something, or a fast food place, and just go there. But anyway, we're stopping for a little bit. Well, we just made our stop, went to the bathroom, let the dogs out. We're going to get back onto the interstate, and we actually looked at a map and found a quicker way, so we're not going to be taking the interstate the whole way there. Hopefully we don't get lost, but my GPS tends to do that anyway, so we'll see what happens. Aside from that, when I was in the bathroom, I noticed the condom dispensers. Somebody wrote labels on them, and they were kind of funny. Well, I forgot what the first one said, but the first one said tastes like something less filling. Oh shit, where'd Rio go? There she is. The other one, next one said tastes like bubble gum, and then the last one had a label written on it that said tastes like rubber. Okay, now that I'm not distracted by stuff. Anyway, at that gas station, there was this lady that was parked next to us, and she came up to the car while Rio was in the bathroom, and I was at the cars watching the cars, and she was like, "Oh, cute dogs," and then she like got close to the window, and they like started barking at her real loud. She jumped back and screamed real loud. It was hilarious. So, anyways, damn it. Every time Bucktown's song Chicken and Fries comes on, I get a craving for chicken and fries. And I have no chicken and fries. I'm going to have to stop at a freaking KFC. And now boredom sets in. It's not a wonderful thing, boredom. Stupid boredom. Well, anyway, we're going to be turning off before too much longer onto another road. It'll be a more direct route to Rio's house instead of going up and around like we would be on the interstate. Yeah, I'm bored. I'm really bored. Just flat out bored. I just want to stop driving now. But we're not that far away. An hour or two. Probably closer to 2. I hope. I hope it's not longer than that. It's gonna suck if it is. Okay, so we just turned off from the road that we were on, and now we're on some back road.
Right, then turn right.
And my GPS keeps telling me to turn right because we're not on the road that it wants us to be on.
Recalculating.
Of course. Well, anyway.
Continue 8.1 miles.
We're gonna keep driving because I have no idea where I'm at. My GPS is telling me to go somewhere else, so I'm completely lost at this point. And I'm just kind of following Rio's direction, who is actually in a different car behind me. So this is going to be a little bit difficult because I have no idea where to go or what I'm doing. I kind of got the feeling that going this way might actually be a little bit slower. Mainly because we've hit probably around 5 stoplights so far. We're taking 64 East instead of the I-40. It's a more direct route, so hopefully it'll be faster, and there's bumps in the middle of the road. Pretty much we're just going to take this place straight to, I think it's Ashboro, and then Rio knows how to get there from there, so I'll be following her from there on out, I think. It's 5:30. We were thinking that we were going to be getting there about 6:30, somewhere around there. At this rate, it's going to be even later, probably around 7:30. When we get there, get to lay down, probably sit down actually, and just relax for a little bit. Oh, my phone's going off. I got to turn the camera off. Well, it looks like we're pulling over somewhere. I'm not sure where just yet. Right here. Rio wanted me to stop for something, so I'm gonna stop. Probably whatever this place is, go up to it.
Recalculating.
It looks like, I think it's a church.
Drive.
So that stop was basically, Rio was driving. She doesn't have air conditioner in her car, so she always has to keep her windows open. And a hornet ended up flying into her car and landed on her, so she was kind of freaking out a little bit. So anyway, we ended up getting that taken care of, and now we're driving again. Whoopee. You know, I was just about to pick my camera up and say, it's like, oh, hey, this is kind of nice. Now we're actually going to be going fast for a while, and that the map showed that there wasn't going to be any speed changes for quite a while, but then we just ran into a 45-mile-an-hour zone. Okay, now we're back in 55-mile-an-hour zone, so I can go 60. Well, I don't remember if I recorded something just a little bit ago or not, but basically we're in another town. We're actually going through a stoplight pretty easy. We haven't really been stuck at any red ones. We got stuck at one red one for probably 20 seconds. And just kept going.
You just won the fandom's favorite pursuit contest. What are you going to do next? What are you going
Hello?
to do next, Bucktown?
Okay, so apparently I took a wrong turn, and Rio is stuck behind a red light. So I'm trying to turn around here, and here she comes. Okay. Just gotta get turned around and get back in the right direction again. Okay, so I took a wrong turn and ended up in Lexington. So I need to backtrack and find out where the 64 is and get back going east on it. Okay, we're back on the road again. Back on 64. So we're just gonna keep going. Hopefully we get there soon, because I'm insanely bored. Okay, so we're about 20 to 25 miles away from Asheboro, so that'll probably take about 20-25 minutes to get there. You know, I haven't seen a single speed limit sign since we got on this road, so I really have no idea how fast we are allowed to go. I'm assuming since it's a highway it's 55, but I really don't know. So hopefully we're not speeding. Okay, so it's looking like this way might have actually been a little bit faster. Overall, we will have spent probably around 7 hours on the road total. Before too much longer, I'm going to pull off the road and let Rio go ahead and lead. She knows where she's at from here, so whenever I see somewhere I can pull over at, other than some random road or somebody's driveway, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, we just switched around. Rio's in front now, so she's right up there. Can't really see her too well, but she's right there. And we're just going to keep driving along. Oh, crap, 35 miles an hour. Damn it. Well, we just went through we're in a 45 mile an hour area again. But it's okay, because Rio is going for 55, so it's like we're not even slowed down. And we're at another stoplight. Not doing anything. Alright, so I'm pretty sure we're in Asheboro now. I'm really not sure though, but I think we are. We're going to stop and use the bathroom, because I got to pee really bad. Alright, we just stopped and now we're getting back on the road again. So, we're going to, I think we're getting back on the 64. I'm not sure. I'm really not even sure where we're at exactly right now, so basically Rio knows what we're doing, where we're going, so she's going to be leading right now until we get to where we're going. Now we're in another 45, but it's okay because we're still going 55. Oh, hey, we're only about 18 miles away from where we need to be. Cool, so we'll be about 20 minutes. Hell yeah. Oh, yes, 20 minutes, and now Rio's starting to speed up. I think she just saw the sign. It's like, oh my god, I'm almost home, and now I'm going to go fast. That's fine with me. So, alright, so this one piece of pizza has been sitting in my car all day long. Well, I'm going to eat it, but I'm actually giving like a couple pieces of the sausage. I'm breaking it up and giving it to the puppy because it's whining for food. And it's trying to eat the dried up food that's on the side of its food bowl. So I figured I'd give it something. At least to hold it over for a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it's the puppy and it's getting really annoying. Okay, we are finally in the city that Rio lives in, so within a matter of time we should be at her house. She lives a little outside of the city, so it'll be a few minutes still, but we just went through the city limits. So I'm guessing another 5, maybe 10 minutes at the most. Oh, it's gonna feel real good to get to stop driving.